How you doing, Taurus? So, just leave this out for you. Do a Celtic cross. See what we got for you. Celtic cross for Taurus. Celtic cross for Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Spirit, hidden clean, clear messages for Taurus. Ooh. 7 of Cups in reverse. Now, the 7 of Cups on the upright can be illusion. It can be somebody who has ulterior motives, different motivations, lots of options, but it's options that are not really options. This is also confusion. Someone wearing a false mask. Someone who does things in the dark or has motivations that they don't make known to other people because it benefits them in some way. Now, you are in the reverse. You are coming out of illusion. You're starting to see things clearly, and someone's true nature is seen through. So 7 of Cups in reverse. This is your main energy now. And your perception is quite clear. Whoever was trying to hide anything from you is, whatever that was revealed, or I believe it was. Now what crosses you? What's the issue? The Empress. Interesting. Why do you cross yourself? How are you holding yourself back? Is this self-confidence issues? Is this feelings of not being good enough, doubting your own abilities? Or whatever you were dealing with, or whatever idea that you had about someone or something in the past, I feel that you were mistaken, and the truth is completely opposite of what you initially thought about this person or situation. And now you're holding yourself back from it because now somebody's intention, although they were trying to hide it, made itself known and evident, and you're now holding yourself back from it. Now, foundation, the world. This is an end. This can be an end of a chapter in your life, an end of a long-term marriage situation. This can be a separation, possibly, or I don't know. This is a new chapter. I really see this. Ooh. There's an end to a situation because of involvement, extra involvement, who didn't need to be there, whose energy was brought in somehow, and perhaps someone may try to make you a third party, or somebody in your life tried to come towards you as like friends, but their intention was actual interest, and perhaps they already had a significant other, and perhaps you were either aware or unaware of it, but you saw it a different way. And perhaps what you thought was a good person who only had good intentions, the mask slipped, and you are no longer nourishing or giving to this. You're putting an end to it because it's something that shouldn't involve you, that doesn't involve you. It was somebody who was trying to play kind of fast and sneaky, I feel, on your energy, but who wanted to come off as buddy friends, but then like, oh yeah, but then he or she would talk about their relationship possibly, or like, try to bring you involved. This is somebody who possibly tries to triangulate other people into their relationship, and it's possibly a habit, and they got themselves in trouble because once you saw what their real intentions were, you no longer wanted to feed it because it's something that shouldn't and doesn't involve you, and you don't like people coming off with false intentions, like a misrepresentation of themselves. This was somebody who definitely kind of gaslighty and who likes to wear a false mask and say that they want to be buddies but want to be sneaky and try to get in with you. And if they do have a relationship, they're like, this is the kind of person who doesn't talk about their situation with their partner, who kind of goes on the outside and talks about them behind their back, because it's either that they don't want to fix it because they're looking to stray and that's their way into other people's lives, or it's like they really, it could be like a manipulation tactic, trying to manipulate the other person, trying to make the other person jealous by bringing somebody in and possibly trying to do something sneaky behind the other person's back, or trying to do it kind of out in the open, thinking that they wouldn't get caught. I don't know. But you ain't got time for it. You're going to put it to rest. Nobody's third party. It's like you weren't even really interested in this person all that much to begin with. And you're busy. You got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? You got stuff to do. And this person is a distraction. And he or she thought of themselves as much more important than they really were, thinking that they could waste your time like this. Because one thing that Taurus doesn't like is their time being wasted or being used as like a ploy somehow. Especially when you're not even really interested. I don't know. But you're busy at work. You're not dealing with the conflict because you don't feel that it involves you. Now, what you're going forward, what is your future, what is just before you? This is if you don't allow yourself to be distracted by the BS that somebody's trying to drag you in. And you're trying to work, build on your skill. You're trying to be your own boss. Possibly you could be in some position of power, could run your own business, or be in management somehow. You could have Aries within your chart, or you could be running into some, you could be holding this energy, or you could be running into an Aries. I'm not sure, but the future is, I feel this is you coming into your power. I see the Emperor and the Empress. This is a relationship. Ooh. The Empress is crossing the deception and illusion. The Empress found out what the Emperor here was trying to do, possibly. Or you're the Empress and you are the Emperor, and you are nurturing yourself, your business, and your own goals because you're putting an end to any kind of drama that's not yours. It's like, you know what, save that drama for your mama because it's not mine. You know what I'm saying? How do you see yourself, your personal strength and weaknesses, individual perspective of you? You are looking to build something. You are researching. You are trying to get some consultations. You are like looking into research, things that you might need, working out the details. You're willing to work with somebody maybe you need some kind of advice, or you're seeking some kind of advice, or somebody, you're willing to work with somebody, you're seeking some kind of advice, but it's not going to be anyone who brings in a bunch of drama. Possibly you need some kind of advice, possibly you are paying attention to a lot of details and you're working hard and you're not allowing anyone to distract you, and maybe this is a warning for you to don't get distracted. Now, your environment, your home, your surroundings, that which is outside of yourself and how others perceive you. Someone on the outside, they perceive you as a soulmate. Two of Cups, past life, relationship, or situation. You could have been dealing with an Aries in the past. And somebody definitely sees you as a soulmate. You're looking to work together with somebody, and somebody looks willing to work together with you. Maybe this is somebody in your future. Somebody that wants to take initiative towards you. And it's not going to be anyone from the past that brings a bunch of BS drama that you want to deal with. I feel like this is possibly someone on the outside, and you're looking for something new anyway, because whatever the situation was, it's like, dude, I'm busy. I am really, really busy. I got stuff to do. I'm nurturing myself. I'm taking care of my house, my home, my business, my tangible wealth, and I'm not feeding any kind of BS or drama. Maybe you got an emperor coming within you, in your future, and they want to work with you, and they want to put a lot of work in, and two seem to feel the same way about each other. This somebody here thinks a lot about you, wants to send out a message, feels deeply connected to you, and who felt like they recognized you in some way upon meeting, that you felt familiar somehow. This could have been a soulmate situation, meaning that you knew each other in a past life or within this one, and I feel this is something quite new. Perhaps you met each other in passing, maybe someone around the place that you live or work. Perhaps your neighbors or co-workers. Perhaps somebody at work, and if you work from home, but they definitely feel deeply tied to you. And you are definitely interested and wanting to see what they're about, and possibly get to know them more. Now, your hopes and fears of attaining the goal, the lesson to be learned, blocking your development. 5 of Cups. your hopes and fears. Why would you hope? You fear. I feel that there is a grief from past situations that needs to be healed from. I feel that a sense of people are all the same, or kind of like this attitude of, oh, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't because it always ends up badly. And you fear that if you engage, that you will end up being regretful of engaging, and they will prove to you that people are untrustworthy as they had been so many times before. And perhaps you set yourself up for a disappointment before it even happens, and in some way that kind of manifests endings or issues that come about it. It gives you a lot of unneeded anxiety, because it's like you're always waiting for this shoe that's going to drop every time you feel the straw. And maybe that's the thing that's holding you back. And there's a fear of working on a relationship situation. Maybe this person has a fear of reaching out to you, a fear of rejection in some way. Maybe you would like to reach out to this person and work with them, but there is a fear of rejection. You fear that you will miss your chance. But the outcome, what you will gain from this experience, the reward, the quality or tool that will help you achieve a breakthrough. The Hierophant. This is a commitment. This is structures. This is you, Taurus. This is someone who is deeply learned, spiritual, religious, someone who is deeply knowledgeable about government, structure, organizations. This can be a commitment card of a deeper spiritual connection and higher learning and religious rites. Possibly there is a higher commitment in your future, and somebody wants to go towards you, and you want to go towards this person, but there is a fear. But I feel like this is definitely karmic. You do have you're drawn to each other for a reason, and I feel that you are meant to be within a time period with this person and learn a lesson, and whether it be for a season, a reason, or a lifetime, you will have a huge amount of soul growth. And that's what the point is of having these relationships. You can't just stay on the sideline and be regretful all the time and think of the worst that could happen and expect the worst, because it could hold you back from something amazing, something that's collaborative and supportive, and all because you've yet to see it, possibly within a relationship. Maybe a change of perspective is needed. Maybe there is some, beliefs and family values and beliefs that you were raised with somehow, that you constantly had to work for love and commitment. And if you were working hard for it for somebody who wasn't giving it to you, perhaps that became your own idea of love, is to continually work hard for it. But that's not the idea of love, is to make you work for something that should be given freely to you. If someone actually did love you. I feel somebody was found out and you cut the ties off, and I don't believe it's this person that's coming in front of you. I believe this is a different situation. This could be a separation between a toxic family group or a toxic friend group. Somebody who definitely triangulated you or would kind of talk behind your back somehow, or betrayed you in some way, and perhaps you even gave them another chance to be cool, and they weren't cool. They were just the way they always were. And you're done giving them chances. You're done working on this. Now you're working on something new, and you're working on something for yourself and individually, and now somebody else has got you in their sights while this person that you've cut off in the past is grieving. And somebody has a deep soul connection to you and is deeply drawn to you, and they're afraid they're gonna miss the boat. You're looking to work with somebody, but you're waiting on some kind of a message from them, some kind of confirmation, I suppose. But you're an empress. You're not going to chase nobody. And if they want to come towards you, and within you're emperor and empress. You've got all that you need for yourself, and you're building it for yourself and on your own. And if anyone wants to partake within your abundance, they have to take the initiative to come towards you. And this person has a lot of fear, and perhaps you have a lot of fear. But I feel this will be coming together. King of Pentacles. This is dope. King of Pentacles. I believe that you needed to work on your abundance and your life path and your creative goals right now. And this is something that universe put you in a holding pattern to be able to do and achieve. So this way you could have a strong sense of self and future and identity before this person comes in. So that way you would be on the same energy level, and you are allowing things to come into your life as long as they don't show any kind of sneakiness. You're willing to work with them on your terms, that's the way it should always be, on your terms. If they're looking to come in and put the work in, and I feel that they do, then you got something amazing coming up. If you are working on some kind of spiritual path, a new business with spiritual foundations, but it's something here that is spiritually based, something with higher learning, and you're working on something. If you're going towards it and creating it, it's gonna be amazing, and it's gonna make you in not only the king of the tangible, but also it will raise your vibrations, because you will feel that you are doing something within your soul path and your destiny point, and it'll automatically raise your vibration, and it'll open things up to amazing things. And once this happens, You know, you get this kind of blessing when you least expect it, and when you're hard at work and not expecting it. Somebody wants to come in and give you some kind of commitment, or you're interested in working on that, and somebody's been holding themselves back from you for a long time, and you're willing to wait because you're not going to chase. And I don't think this person could hold themselves back for very much longer. And perhaps this is something that you learned, you know, that home, family, it's something that's very important to a Taurus. You know, it's that stability, that support, that home, household, children. And you're not willing to put a lot of work or energy into it if they're not coming and offering you anything that is worth it or tangible, you know. Because, and perhaps like in the past, you were kind of codependent in some way, because, you know, on that axis of Taurus and Scorpio, you can be deeply devoted to people that you love. But this time you only want to put this attention and effort into somebody that is willing to give as much as you do, and to actually contribute to your life as a whole. And I feel this is going to be amazing things, like career-wise and relationship-wise. Like there's a counterpart. Either you've just met him, you just started dating, this is something that you're working on, or you're gonna meet after cutting this negative people off, or this negative situation off, or this negative person off in the past. What you learned is your own autonomy, strength, your voice, and what is actually worth investing in. And that is something that feeds your soul and helps you grow spiritually, because this is what we're meant to do within this existence. We're meant to realize our Rahu, our North Node, our tangible means within this life, and we're meant to achieve it. But once we achieve it, that's one spiritual progression. The next is achieving that goal, only to realize that is your K2, your South Node, is something that you need to be able to access, because it's not just the Rahu and the tangible within this lifetime that needs to be realized. It's also the K2, the soul growth and the spiritual learning within this life, and how to reconnect yourself to the divine, and raising your energy by only doing the things that mean a lot to you and that spiritually grow you as a whole. Perhaps you are getting a lot of spiritual messages from the universe, and perhaps whoever feels deeply connected to you that has been holding themselves back, I believe they will send out a message, and this will be amazing. Somebody's going to open themselves up to you, I feel. Advice from Spirit. Because I don't think they could hold themselves back for very long. There is... Ooh! Sorry. Oh, I tripped over my dog. Sorry, Maxie. I'm sorry. Okay, so, deep knowing. Listen to your intuition. Whoever made themselves known, and whatever you realize about somebody, believe them. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them, listen to your intuition. If you're unhappy in a situation, you feel like there's something that is on the precipice, on the horizon for you, and there is, because there is a change in the wind. And although you may not feel it, be sure that there is. The change of the wind is somebody wants to co-create with you. Spirit wants to co-create with you. Somebody has been watching you intently, wanting to work with you, and they want to offer you something amazing. They feel that you are like valuable. I believe Spirit is definitely working with you, and he would like to he is co-creating with you, even though you feel like things aren't happening, or even though you feel like there is a change. Know that there will be a change. Spirit is co-creating with you, and there is a gift in your wake. And it's by achieving your life path and dreams first, co-create with Spirit what you're meant to do, and through this, you will start attracting more abundance to you. Co-create. What is this not for you? The bottom of the deck. I feel like this past situation that you walked away from is definitely not for you. Somebody in the past proved to be really selfish and who was being deceitful. They were being deceitful. This person in the past wants to come and work with you, but it's not for you. It's not. Don't work with anyone in the past who proved themselves to be untrustworthy or deceitful or manipulative, because you're going towards your dreams and your goals and your fortune, but you have to stay focused. And anyone that comes with you towards this bullshit, it's gonna throw you off your path. You have something coming ahead of you, something amazing. But you have to leave past shit behind that didn't serve you, past stuff behind that didn't serve you. I was looking at that Hierophant when I pulled that soulmate card. There is a fated connection up ahead of you. If there's anyone in their past that makes you unhappy, it's an indication that it's time to go, and it's time to clear out what you don't want to make room for what you do, because what is ahead of you is so much better. And to have faith. Be okay with the now. Be okay in the in-between times. Be in the now. Focus on what you can do today, and be productive with your time. Don't think too much of the future or the past situations that hold you back or make you feel anxious. Just focus on what you can do and do it to the best of your abilities, because you've got better things for coming in, as long as you don't accept the things that weren't adequate or fulfilling for you in the past. But that's what I have for you, Taurus. You have amazing things coming up ahead of you. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Donation box below if you feel moved to do so. Sometimes I leave extra notes on the bottom if I get anything else with, like, messages. But seriously, this is an awesome reading. You got so much awesome stuff ahead of you. Not only is it money, but it's a dope relationship and it's a soulmate bond. But that's what I got for you. Alrighty. Love you lots. Bye.